Deciding Utah law. In-depth coverage on KSL News Radio.
Good morning to you, Brian and Amanda. We're broadcasting live this morning from the Senate Lounge at the Utah State Capitol. We're just north of the Senate chambers where things are really going to be kicking off here in just another couple of hours, Amanda.
And Doug Wright returns from Washington, D.C., and today we'll be covering what's happening here at the Utah State Capitol. And Doug joins us now. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning, Amanda. Good morning, Brian.
Good morning. Tell us about what your thoughts are as we head into day one of the legislative session.
It's all about the E word, education. That is going to be the focus this time around, and something very unique, as you are well aware, and most of our listeners are very well aware. The legislature has somewhat of a figurative gun at their head right now because some of the most powerful people in business in the state of Utah, and many of them former legislators. You look at Lane Beatty with the Chamber of Commerce. He is a former Senate president. You look at Nolan Karras, who is a former House Speaker. And all of them are basically saying the job should be done in the legislature, but if the legislature doesn't do something rather profound with the funding of education, that basically they will move on with that initiative that would raise the Utah state income tax by 0.7%. Noted business people like Scott Anderson are behind that. So the legislature, boy, I'll tell you, they have the attention of the legislature, let's put it that way. So what kind of creative things will they come up with, and will there be a tax increase? Those are real questions. There are other issues out there as well, including what about medicinal marijuana, taking some other steps in that area? Utah's infrastructure, transportation in particular, that's another thing that will be a hot topic of conversation. Adjusting our alcohol laws in various ways, everything from the penalties if you are driving drunk, lowering that alcohol level, but then also perhaps reconsidering some of the more notable, interesting aspects of our alcohol laws, like the Zion Curtain, for example, as it's affectionately known here in the state of Utah. So it's going to be a lively. I heard you guys, as I was driving in, talk about Paul Ray's idea of making it automatically a capital punishment issue if somebody kills a police officer. It's going to be a lively year on Utah's Capitol Hill, but everything will pale in comparison to education.
All right, Doug. Well, we appreciate your take on that. Of course, Doug Wright Show coming up from 9 to noon right here on KSL News Radio. The In-Depth at 15 and 45.